What's up, y'all? It's your boy BBX, and today we're going to break down my track Black and Gold. So let's just get right into it. All right, so let's just take a listen to the intro. We'll start from the intro. So it starts out like this. So we got a few things going on, actually. So we got some impacts that I got off of Splice, and then we have this synth that I made up here. So we'll stop right there. So we have this synth that I made. I made it in Serum. It's really, really simple. It's pretty much just like a super saw. A lot of my sound that I'm going to be coming out with lately is just a lot of super saw. And just like, you know, I feel like the saw is one of the most versatile things you can use, and I love the way it sounds. And like often super saws are used in a really bright, like future bassy kind of context, but I feel like it's not really used in like a dark context as much as I'd like it to be. So therefore, I'm kind of taking the reins and doing that myself. So it kind of opens up here. If I turn on the automation, there's like, you know, it just opens up this filter more and more.
Black, gold, black.
And then while that's happening, we've got like, let's see here. We've got like this horn happening in the background. It's really quiet. All of this just to kind of add like, you know, atmosphere. Actually, this isn't even being used, so that's kind of funny. So yeah, let's just take a listen.
Black and gold, black, gold, black.
All right, so when we get into that bit, I want to talk about the vocals, actually. So what I did was I actually recorded me saying black, gold, and like black, gold. Like those are my vocals. And then what I did was I, in a separate session, bounced them out, just me saying black, gold, and black and gold. And I like actually bounced that out and like went on my DJ set, like my DJ system, and like started scratching myself saying it and like recorded it back into Ableton. So I got this as a result. And then I kind of took it and chopped it up and cleaned it up and made it like rhythmic. So that way it could be like something that would work for sure. But yeah.
Black and gold, black, gold, black and gold, black.
So I like looped that, you know, I chopped that out, and I thought it sounded dope. The drums are very, very simple up here. It's literally just a simple little trap beat, and a lot of this is samples that I'd get like either from friends or off Splice. I don't know if you remember from the 8/6 breakdown, but if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link to that somewhere down in the bottom or like somewhere here. And so this one, it has like the little hi-hat trick that I did where you put the hi-hat in a sampler, start pitching it around. So if you see down here, this is what that is. And then, you know, like I said, my drum selection, I pretty much use like the same drums on almost all my songs. I don't believe in like having to like one purpose sounds. I'll reuse sounds across my songs because it's how I maintain my sound. So yeah, so let me just solo out the drums so you can hear it. It's just like a simple trap beat. All right, so to talk about the pads, so this is a super saw, right? And it's kind of following this melody that I wrote, and then down here is like kind of like a little. I think this is like a little preset that I found. I think, yeah, it's just a little preset I found, and it sounded cool, so I layered it. And then I think I layered it with this. Yep. So as you know, as you can hear, and then I obviously added these horns in for extra impact. And then the sub kind of matches this melody a little bit. It's like it's. So I just used a decap 808. The knock plugin to kind of distort it a little bit. This thing's pretty dope. It's good for like 808s. It's also good for if you use it on like guns for dubstep. That's like a little secret tip. You can get like some cool transient work out of that. So yeah, just playing that back real quick. There's also chants going on down here. Playing this back. So down here we got like swooshes and sweeps. This is something I do in almost all my music. And if you listen here, there's like a siren. Because I wanted to create an environment for this song. Actually, that should be in this pink group, but it's cool. It's whatever. I also like recorded some like me crunching paper, and it sounded like fire. So it kind of creates like an environment. And then there's like a recording of gunfire in my neighborhood. Or no, this is actually another siren. There's a recording down here of gunfire from my neighborhood. Like I said, it's this song and this music is like a representation of where I come from, where I grew up, and like, you know, the area in which I grew up. Like, it's not necessarily like a present area, you know what I'm saying? This is gunfire from New Year's. Like, everyone around where I live at is strapped up for real. So it's like hearing gunfire in the middle of the night like doesn't scare me. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable sometimes when they come to my house, but you know, I grew up this way, man, and I wanted like this EP, like this song, to like represent like, you know, where I grew up and like me as a genuine person, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so moving on. Now you know pretty much all of the intro.
Black and gold, black, gold, black.
And then with the hi-hats, I go from like a kind of like a like this. Then I'd do a two-step. Yeah. So that's how that gets down. All right, so then we get into the build-up. So the build-up, I obviously do like this clap. I love this sample. And then there's like the horn. And then there's like this little serum here. And then the vocals, I just, like I said, my vocals.
Black, gold, black, gold.
So it's like, it's me recorded saying black and gold, and then there's like delay, compressors, and things like that. It's nothing crazy. I just kind of like shaped it up to be what I wanted it to be. And then I think this is the same thing, but it's me pitched down.
Black,
yep.
Gold, black, gold, black, gold. Black and gold, black.
To kind of add another layer of, like, just another layer of vocals there. You know what I'm saying? And then, so it builds up like that.
Black, gold,
Yeah, solo this for you. All right, so go.
black, gold, black, gold, black, gold. Black and gold, black, gold, black.
So we got like snares building up. All right, so then here is like one of my signature things. I love that snare roll. I use it in almost all my songs. And then there's like the gun click. I use this in all my stuff. So it's like
Black and gold.
All right, so these gun basses, I'm not gonna go too in depth on these because like it's kind of my secret sauce, but I'll show you. So hold on, let me find them real quick. Okay, so so the gun basses are a layer. All right, so on this one it's just a low layer, and then on this one it's a high layer. Right, and then so the two of them together is just like so if you could figure out how to like you know, do that on your own, you'll pretty much be good at making guns. It just the key to making guns is just like layering and like not trying to do it all in one channel. You have to do it with separate channels, otherwise it won't sound right. I promise. I've tried it. Okay. Excuse me. Let's continue into this drop. Oh, I forgot the main opening bass. So this is the, and then this is So these are all super saws. I think this one is just a preset that I found, but it's pretty much just like a super saw. Pretty much, it's a Barely Alive preset. Shout out Barely Alive. This one I made myself. It's just like a low super saw with the compressor. It's like the same as 8.6. So I won't go too far into my growl because that's my secret sauce. But Barely Alive did a dope tutorial on growls. If you want to learn how to make them yourself, I use that method. So just watch Barely Alive's tutorial on how to make growls if you want to learn more about those. And then kind of adopt your own sound to it. So yeah. So the Yoi bass is some signature sauce on my end as well. Then I did a sub underneath to kind of give it some meat, which you probably can't even hear, but it just helps make the Yoi pop out a little bit more. All right, so where is that? There's like a little, yeah, there they are. There's like these little fills. These are like also different types of guns that I've made. And then there's like, yep. And then, yeah. All right, so then when we get into here, we have this kind of like sustain that I made. Switch. And then the guns under here are literally just like guns that I've made before. Right? That are going on top of this whole sustain. And then the normal guns come back. So that's pretty much the track. The second drop is pretty much the same, except that has like a different pattern for the guns. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's pretty much the process and the breakdown of how I did Black and Gold, the lead track off the EP. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me click and scroll and show you guys a bunch of Ableton stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to do some more track breakdowns in the future. Thank you guys. Peace.